The clock barks 12 times, and the day I decide to get a dog begins. I look up at my drug dealer's clock. The numbers are replaced by TV family favourites, and it's Lassie's job to announce midnight. What the hell is that doing here? The heart of Tim's place is not the hearth, or the kitchen, or even the telly. It's a large marble and glass coffee table that must have been quite the natty thing in the 80s when Tim was a young man about town. Now the town comes to him, and hunched over his period monstrosity, holding rolled-up notes, they sniff cocaine up into their respiratory system, where it is absorbed into the blood vessels in the mucous membranes, into the bloodstream, where it shoots around the body and arrives at the brain. Boom! There's a big rush of dopamine. Delicious dopamine. Dopamine is the happy drug made in your own body. If only you can get enough of it, it makes life feel grand, even when you feel grim. In this state, time just flew by. Every hour, an echo from my innocence calls out more time past, more of my life wasted. It seems Lassie has only just barked her warning that everyone should be in bed when Bagpuss starts his soporific yawning. It's 1 a.m, sleepy time for kids. Not for Tim's visitors, though. They felt talkative, perverse, horny, animated. They shouted. They confessed their truest, darkest thoughts. They argued and pointed fingers at each other. One did a rigid, hip, sexless, sexy dance. They bonded for life and became fast friends. Until, that is, the drug wore off, and all that merriment is replaced by the urgent, grubby, desperate need for more cocaine. No one's your friend then, aside from Tim, dear old Timbo. Tim wasn't a dealer. Not exactly. At first he was very generous with his Tupperware full of finely milled snowy white toot. This was no tawdry 30-quid pub dust. A gram of Tim's very Moorish gack was £130. Hence he attracted a nicer fiend, if there is such a thing. Eventually, though, he just said no, and then you started paying him. Sitting under the clock, now with the little hand on Mr. T, are two delinquent bankers. One is considered a genius of his speciality. The other is a more humdrum financial talent, but far more handsome, if you go for that sharp suit and slick back hair kind of guy. They are bellowing at each other about LIBOR and complex financial transactions. Let's call them the LIBORs. There's another woman here, a young one with coltish legs in a pair of knickerbocker-style leather shorts, and a dainty singlet that shows the sides of her cute beasting tits. She's the brainy banker's girlfriend. Not that he's paid any attention to her all night. Let's call her Chica. Tim is alternating his attention between the birds and the bankers. He is riveted by Chica's chat, all about her ambitions as an influencer. Which is a good thing, because she ain't letting anyone else get a word in edgeways. For now, it feels like we're getting on like a house on fire, though I'm experienced enough to know that that's the drugs talking and listening. I'm old enough to be her mother, and don't be fooled by the inky black hair, Tim, her grandfather. In the morning, we will have nothing in common. I sit with my head inclined to indicate that I'm all ears, though I'm not at all. I am just enjoying the anaesthetic escapism from a non-specific discomfort that throughout my whole adult life I have never quite been able to escape, unless I'm high. On what has changed over the years? Drugs, sport, booze, love, work, they're all great numbing agents. Eventually, though, I always lined up back here. The ashtray fills to overflowing, and once an hour, another snappy catchphrase from childhood falls through the gloom. It is dark everywhere in the flat, except the coffee table, lit by an overhead lamp and our eager attention.